adventures anew. Every wave a brand new clue. Our dreams horizon, always in view. Sunrise paints our story gold. Each port we dock.
Time to go get groceries. Day one of retirement. Let's go.
Got a map and a dream, we're on the run, chasing sunsets till the night's begun. Waves are calling us, we can't ignore. Two hearts sail into every shore. The ocean breeze, it feels like home. From the Caribbean to the Capricorn. Every port in
All right, babe. How do you remember us starting this early retirement situation?
It, basically started with wanting to go to Australia and being able to see the Great Barrier Reef before it died or bleached out, basically. And then you started doing some research about budgeting and started following all like the Dave Ramsey stuff. And so right after we got married in 2013, we started doing the budgeting system, cash envelopes, and basically the snowball effect of debt reduction was one of the big ones, since you had like $75,000 in student loans, we had 2 car payments, and we were getting ready to try to purchase a house on top of that. And so we started the cash system.
Still got trees down from Helene and Milton.
Started the cash system, which helped us reduce the debt, and just kept going. I mean, that was over 10 years ago, and we still live on the same salary that we had back then, even though both of us have changed jobs or got raises. We still live the same way. Lots of sacrifice.
So what are we doing right now, Lee?
So we've done a lot of things to kind of just prepare ourselves for living on a boat and not being able to drive around. So we're actually walking to Publix to get groceries. So we got our backpacks, and it's about a mile from the boat to Publix. So just trying to get ready to have to go into an island or whatever and walk right to a store or a bodega or whatever to get groceries.
Bodega.
Bodega.
Thought those were only in New York City.
No, bodegas are, it's Spanish supermercado.
Supermercado.
No. We've done a lot of different things over the years to kind of prepare ourselves. So like also reduction of our waste. So I've been trying not to use too many plastics, using DIY cleaning solutions, doing...
So if anybody's got any cleaning solution DIYs, let us know. And we made it to the Publix, which is also our mailbox for the UPS store. Day 2 of working on the boat after done with work. So today we've got dinghy work. So I'm gonna go out there, play with my dinghy a little bit. Need to fix a deflating section of it. I need to oil some screws and then probably change out the oil and oil filter. So we'll see how it goes today. I had to take these off, or take the motor off and undo these the other day for Hurricane Milton, and they were seized up real bad. By hand I broke that. Well, not by hand, I had pliers that I put through that hole and it snapped off. It was so seized. But let's put some grease in there. Should be fine after that. Just pack it in there a little bit on those threads. Should stop the seizing. Oh yeah, much better. That should stay nice and lubricated all the way through for a while, at least. Probably do that, check it every couple months. Nice. All right, that's one test done. Next thing I'll do is fill that up, go to a beach somewhere, and see if I can find the place where it's leaking. Once I do that, I'll get a plan for how we're gonna fix the leak. All right, stay tuned for that. All right, so I forgot to record the oil change, but I found a beach somewhere and I just did it. I had to go about 2 or 3 different beaches before I found somewhere that would be sufficient at low tide. It's usually too silty. All right, so I'm back here and I've been spraying around for a little bit because it's a pretty tedious issue. But what I did is I got a spray bottle with probably a tablespoon worth of Dawn dish detergent or whatever else you want to try to do that's soapy, and then filled it up with water, and then I just go around spraying everywhere and see where I could find. I thought initially that it was going to be this guy was going to be the issue. You can kind of see how it opens up, which I still might go ahead and just fix anyway while I'm here. And then I thought maybe it was this guy over here, which is a little bit, but you don't really see anything happening when you spray them. Let me see if I can get close. Just spray a few things, see how there's water in there, that it's not soaping up. Then I just started getting desperate and spraying it everywhere, and it ended up being right there. See how it kind of bubbles up, and then it gets a big bubble, but you can kind of see it bubbling. All right, so I know this isn't probably a popular opinion, but I'm gonna try it anyways because it's such a small leak in the dinghy. It's just right in that corner of 2 seams, and it's only one seam that's really affected. So I'm gonna try this, and if not, we'll go back, open it all the way up, and then do a proper patch. But I want to try this first. It's quick, it's dirty, it's easy. If it fixes it, that'd be great. If not, we can always go back. So what I've got is I'm gonna drill out the little seam with this. It's like a rough sanding tip or whatever. It's for the Dremel. Doesn't fit my new Dremel, so you have it in a drill. I'm gonna clean it out with that. And I've got a 2-part marine Hapalon epoxy type of thing, and that'll be going in via a syringe, a little small 3 milliliter syringe or 10 milliliter syringe. I'm not gonna need a lot of it. This is 25-to-1, so it's gonna be a little hard for me to measure, but I'm gonna see if I can do it, and we'll figure it out from there. Alright, so I'm just gonna go take this guy in here for a little bit. I've already done a little bit, but just rub that out pretty good. Get all this black stuff out. Like I said, I don't know if this is gonna be good or not, but we're gonna try it out. then next take up, see if I can get it in there, get in the hole. There we go. I know you don't want a lot, but just trying to pack it in there. And this pot time is good for a good little bit, so leave it in this syringe and then try it again in about 30 minutes. So what I'm going to do is push out the excess out of here because it's tacking up pretty quick. This is doing two things. One is pushing it together and hopefully making it stick. Two, it's getting that glue thin, so it's not relying on the glue, it's relying on the foundation of the actual two pieces, and it's just acting as a, like it's supposed to, like an adhesive. All right, so I was able to let it sit for about 35 minutes. Went back out, cleaned it up a little bit, squirted just a little bit more in, cleaned that up, and then took my tool, which is just a popsicle stick, and just really rubbed it together, and the epoxy did its job. It can't even lift it up, can't even get like a fingernail underneath it, which is good, means it's sticky. And then I rubbed that all the excess out and kind of into the hole a little bit so that it would stick a little bit more inside. And then I was able to like wipe it down, and what we'll do is we'll let it sit for 24 hours and then come back out, blow it up, and see if anything leaks again. Test it again. So my buddy Mike has come to the beach to hang out for this Friday afternoon. So meeting him at a bar, and we're just gonna work on his work and work on my work, which is editing these videos. So I'm gonna head over there and have a few beers, work on the video, you know, enjoy myself on this Friday afternoon, which is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, can't get a better day than this. So I'm gonna do that. Lisa's gonna be home in I don't know, maybe 30-45 minutes, so I have enough for a couple beers. Cheers.
It's National Champagne Day.
Hopefully this is chilled enough.
4 more days till retirement for Lisa. Opa!
Opa! Get some Prosecco up in you. Babe?
Hi.
I see, because I cooked your cleaning, but thought I'd ask you, how does it feel to be retiring in a few weeks? About a week and a half, right?
It's a little weird, right? I mean, been working since I was 15 and always had a job or was playing sports. So, you know, that's basically a job when you're in college. So, I don't know. It's a leap of faith for sure. And
Something you can blame me on?
it's an adventure. If it, I keep telling people that, they're like, how are you feeling? Are you nervous? I'm like, well, I feel like if it's easy, then it's not really worth it, right? If it's an adventure, there should be some level of nervousness or, you know, something
unknown.
So to make you feel a little bit of feeling, right? It shouldn't be easy. Not like traveling for vacation. You know, you're traveling for your life. So I'm excited, but also gonna be weird not going to work every day.
Alright, so I was able to pump the dinghy back up today, and after I did that, I was able to test it. So it's not super taut, but because I did it by the foot pump, and that only goes up so high. But I was able to test it out, and this is how I tested it earlier to find it. So you can see these little yellow, I don't know, what do you call that, stains or whatever. It's the pieces of glue, the 2-part epoxy that I used. And so that's all the stuff that I was missed, but you can't see it until it hits the sun. And so, but I was able to take my my soapy mixture, shake it up a little bit, and there's no bubbles now. So that's a good thing. All right, it looks like it worked. Able just to plug a little bit of the hole just because it was just there on the seam. We'll see how long it actually lasts, but hopefully it lasts for a while.
So just one of my sewing projects is to replace 2 of the pillows. So we had a friend on board the first little bit of time that we moved on to the boat, and it chewed up one of our cushions, and our cushions are kind of a specialty fabric. I doubt that I could find a replacement for it, so what I decided to do was take one of the pillows that they had made into it and use that as a patch. And so now I'm going to make a replacement pillow for those. And pillows are pretty easy. It's really, 4 sides or 3 sides, and then you do a stitch on the top. That's a hidden stitch. So I'm going to do that tonight. I got this water resistant outdoor fabric that's gray, and it matches some of our other pillows, which was really good. Ready to sew. I'm going to do a hidden stitch though here. So we just tuck this under and then it comes up together. And look like this in the end. So nice and pretty. A little extra pillow. Alright, so I have my pillow here. I've re-seamed it, or got it ready for a seam, and so I'm going to do a hidden stitch. So for a hidden stitch, that's going to be a little bit difficult to see, but you do everything on the inside. So what we're going to do is start here. I have a lot to do, so I'm gonna have a lot of thread. So start your stitch in the inside, and then you're going to basically zigzag inside only. and you only want to grab the inside portion of the material that you've folded over, which can cause a seam, basically, an internal seam. So it's gonna be a while to do this.
Sun is rising above the clouds. Set our course for the unknown. Journey started, we ain't alone.